Okay, so here's a day in the life of Nate. We're porting a wee husky today. First thing is to clean all this old still 021 this one is. I think it's like 40cc, no 38 I think. Mint little saw, actually scored some free off my boss. It's been sitting for 15ish years and I got it going, but yeah, it's been completely cold, hasn't been started in like a week, so I'll get a start up. Your Datsun tripod. Okay, you're going full choke. Couple of primes. Ooh. Need some more choke. Chain brake off. No choke. Hold on, folks. That's good. Alright, so it had a failed plug, but just to show you the Datsun. Beautiful. Bit of a garage tour, got my 450, 300, bit of a race car, motorised push bike with PV50, parts chainsaws, motorised e-ski, push bike and a couple of wheels and, you know, the whatnots. Here's a tip for you guys. If you haven't been really around chainsaws much and you end up taking your bar and chain off for servicing or maintenancing, you always want to put it back together with this bit facing frontwards, so your bar's cutting like that. If you put it backwards, it's going to be literally blunt and not cut anywhere and get everything hot. Also, these little things go into the side of, you know, there's your clutch. But if you put them on backwards, you see this one's had it before, they actually get chewing out and then they don't work properly. This one is a pretty good example. It's just been run really hot. Chain's all toasted. But yeah, here's a check tip. First things, get cleaning. Gotta have the tunes pumping. Let's get to it. Bummer! Before we go too much further, I'd like to show the tools that you'd use in a situation when you're reporting. So I always have my trusty can of CRC 556 per Vivid. Still screwdriver, shout out Xavier for that one, still working good. Another thing I like to have, which is the main part of the porting, is the Dremel. So there's lots of names for these. This one gets called lots of names if it doesn't sort of work, but anyway, we'll get back to that. So these are the attachments that go on your Dremel for your porting. Okay, so this one, just trying to pick it out here, says to the light. That one takes off more material, but if you get a finer piece, like let's say this one, that one would sort of just smooth the thing out, and then you get down to like your smaller ones that go on the corners. Then you get down to your sandpaper, which sort of just makes everything good, and then you get down to these, what you call them. I usually finish off with those, and then just do a little bit of fine sandpapering. Another thing is cardboard. Don't know what you need it for, but it could come up. Just have random bits. Safety glasses are a big thing. Shout out Colleen for those. Ear protection is another one, but it's not very noisy. So let's get back to it. Okay, here's the steed we're going to be working on. It is a early 90s, late 90s, early 2000s Husky 45. So 45cc. This one is equipped with air injection. It's got a 16-inch bar. Yeah, it's just pretty standard. This one I actually got this one for free, so they're a pretty cool saw. So you notice the bar things you stick in the tree here, dogs. I've not sharpened these ones yet, by the way. They're on the outside where you're still on the inside. I actually find these a lot easier to use, and I'll just move this. And here is my 272 XP, which I've ported and gave more compression. So this is a, I think it's an 80 or 90cc Pro saw, which is the biggest saw you can sort of get, unless you're going to do 120cc, which is chainsaw milling. So this one is a pretty good saw. It's actually got a bit of a bungy clutch, and the pull start's broken off. Can you guess why? So it's so much compression, it literally backfires and hurts your hand. Like, I couldn't move my fingers like that for ages. But when it is going, it goes mint, and it's got, just bend that back, hold on. There's one there, get a bit of light, one there, if we spin it round, there's one there too. So that makes it easier, so you can dig in that, and then you can sort of move down your cut. So bash it in, and then move the back end, and then bring it down the front. So this one is, it's got a decompression lever. I usually take them out if I'm doing a nice saw, but I left this one on because it hurts your hands too much. This is a 20-inch bar or 22-inch bar, I'm not too sure, but it's pretty good, this saw. Anyway, back to this one. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this cover, the bar and chain, and the top cover off. I'll catch you guys back when I've done that. Okay, we will do a start before the port. First ball. Okay, we've gotten that off now, so you can see I've muffler modded the old girl. But yeah, we got to take this bar off because you can't get the cylinder head off without taking this off. Another good point I really want to say is get containers like these old random kitchen ones I stole off Mum. Just put your nuts and bolts in there, and it just makes everything so much smoother so you don't lose anything. Okay, so we've got everything off. Best bit about being a Dura relief worker. Oh, it's getting up and doing the counter for in the morning. No, it's in the free mean gloves to the workshop. And I'm also wearing a Fuchs shirt, so I'm not sponsored, but I mean, always open. So you'd wonder, where are the head bolts? They're actually underneath it, which is a really cool thing. I don't see many of that, so get into it. So they're all cracked, they were just 8mm. Now I'm just gonna get them off by doing that. Okay, so it's a really cool design. I've actually never seen this type of design in a chainsaw before. So the whole crank is viewable, which is really cool. Whole barrel comes off like the whole crankcase. It's awesome. Never seen it before. So cool. Oh well, on to porting. Okay, so I've just danced off camera. I just degreased it, cleaned it. So this is actually an air injection saw, which I mentioned earlier. So this little hole here connects into where the, see, there's the, what do you call that? God, I don't even know what you call that. My brain's not working, but it pumps. So that goes around, it pumping air from there into there, which goes through a little filter thing. Where's the bit? Not that bit. Yeah, it is this bit. Yeah, it comes through somewhere through there. Through another. Oh, here it is. It comes through the side there, through round, pushed into the crankcase, through that hole, and it goes down. Hold on. Okay, so as I was saying, the air injection goes through that hole. Through down that little slot and straight into the crankcase. And it does that. To be honest, I don't have a clue. It just does it. Cleans the mixtures up, I think was their main point. Oh, good on your door. But yeah, so right, next step will be getting ready for porting. Alright, we're at the porting bench now. So we've got our Dremel, and I'm going to put the other attachment on it, and I'll come back to you guys when it is just sort of shaping. So I'll show you the port size and shape now. If you can look at that. That's how it looks before. That's the exhaust port. Before. That's the intake port. Ooh, a bit rough down there, eh? Ooh. Anyway, clean that up. Right. Sword is shaped. There's one cylinder ported. So yeah, that's the aftershave. Sweet. Now I'll, you know how it came apart, so I'm bang it back together and let you guys in when I'm just filling up with fluids and ready to start it. Cheap.